For years, I followed fitness advice that wasted a lot of time, made me fatter, and caused me to lose muscle during fat loss phases. And in today's video, I'm going to be taking you through 3 myths that so many of our clients before they work with us believe. And the reason I'm telling you this is so that you don't waste any more of your time. So if you're looking at this video right now, hoping for a quick fix, I'm not here to give it to you. This video is for people who are more advanced and they've already tried the quick fixes. They are looking for something that's sustainable and that's going to work. Let's talk about myth number 1, and that's that you need to do cardio in order to lose body fat. This is like saying the only way to build wealth is by buying real estate. We all know that's not true. You can build wealth by building a business. You can build wealth by investing in the stock market, right? If you heard someone say, you can only build wealth through real estate, you'd probably call them a fool, right? Well, this is basically the equivalent of what happens when people say that you only can lose body fat by doing cardio. The reason why is because in order to lose body fat and body weight in general, you need to accomplish one thing, and that is a calorie deficit. Your body's burning a certain number of calories, and you have to hit under that number, okay? So if your body burns 2,500 calories a day and you eat 2,000, you're in a calorie deficit, okay? So that makes it very easy for you to get to that goal because it's just a numbers game. And cardio is one tool you can use to achieve that calorie deficit. So if you do a certain amount of cardio per day and you control that variable by doing it every single week and you don't change it, you will lose body fat. However, you can also do this by eliminating food. So what a lot of our clients like to do is they like to eat a little bit more food, and that means that they're going to do a little bit more cardio and stay more active as a result of that. Okay, so there is a trade-off there, and it's really about personal preference. Some people, they don't have the extra time to do more cardio and get outside and move and get their step goal to 10,000 steps a day. So we restrict calories for those people a little bit more because they just simply don't have the time to do more cardio and burn more calories through that method. Myth number 2 is eat as little as possible to get lean. The reason why this method is outdated and doesn't work is because when you eat as little as possible, 9 times out of 10, you are going to rebound, okay? It's either going to be on the weekend or after a short period of time where you'll just gain all the weight back that you lost. Another thing that happens when you eat as little as possible is muscle loss. And this is what no one tells you. You just eat as little as possible. And a lot of guys that actually come to work with us, they are borderline afraid to eat more because they think it's effective to not eat as much. But what they don't realize is while they're snacking and nibbling at things because they're afraid of food, they're over consuming in either alcohol, fast food, or on the weekends, just endless binging. And so one of the biggest things that we have to tell and convince our clients is that food is fuel. And if we eat more food, up to a certain point, obviously, but we eat the right amounts of proteins, carbohydrates, fats, you will see a totally different transformation than if you just try and eat less. A lot of people say, if you want to lose weight, just eat less and move more. This is like a business owner saying, yeah, I'm just going to start a business and make money, right? It's not that simple, okay? A lot of people try to dumb it down and make it seem that way, but it really is more complicated than that because there's a lot of things that happen as a result of eating less, like losing more muscle, your metabolism adapting, hitting a fat loss plateau. What do you do when you encounter those situations, right? There's also a difference between weight loss and fat loss. Fat loss is what we do in our program because we have them eat a certain amount of protein and we have them on a specific workout protocol that's going to allow them to preserve muscle mass while they're in their fat loss phase. Other methods out there just restrict a lot of calories, which means that you'll lose a lot of muscle while you try to accomplish this fat loss goal. Number 3 is that you need to confuse your muscles to grow and you need to do circuit classes in order to tone. So this is a common myth that I hear from a lot of older gentlemen who were convinced at one point that they needed to do something different every single week in the gym. Now, the research is clear. People who get the best results possible are people who do the same programs for longer than an 8-week period or so. And the reason why is because you actually have more time to get stronger and build more muscle with movements that you're familiar with. Let's put it this way. If I wanted to grow my chest, for example, or even grow my arms, do you think that I have a better chance of accomplishing those if I'm switching up the chest exercises that I'm doing every single week? That would mean that I wouldn't necessarily get better at certain exercises, and it would be pretty hard to remember like the different weights that you need to hit in order to push yourself properly. And this is what, again, a lot of people don't realize is that when they're mixing up workouts every single time, or they're doing circuit classes every single time, just because you have weights in your hand doesn't make it the most effective strategy that's going to give you the most bang for your buck in terms of time. And the reason I tell a lot of people this is because there's a huge misconception between like calorie burning activities and actual weightlifting that will get you to a more toned and more chiseled look that you are looking to accomplish. A lot of guys come to us from these cardio classes, and the only problem with them is they are really good at burning calories, okay? They're not great for getting you stronger in a way that's going to translate into more aesthetic goals that you're looking to accomplish. And don't get me wrong, I love cardio classes. Cardio classes are great for burning calories. They're great in terms of community. They are awesome, and I do them too. But I know exactly what purpose they serve. So the reason why I'm telling you this, and I have nothing to gain from getting you not to do cardio classes, you can do them all you want. We even have people inside of our program that do cardio classes as their form of cardio, but they're in the gym getting stronger with 90-second plus rest times. And a lot of people who are in these cardio classes, they don't have a lot of rest time. So how can you possibly get as strong as you need to build the most muscle possible if you don't have time to recover accordingly? Now, I know that I've talked about some myths here, but I also want to talk about what really works and gives you the most bang for your buck. And what I find a lot of people worry about on social media specifically is they're majoring in the minors instead of majoring in the majors. And what I mean by that is that they're worried about things that will not affect their results as much as other things that they are neglecting. For example, 7 to 9 hours of sleep a night. I know it's unrealistic for most, but if you can get 7 hours of sleep a night, your results will drastically increase because of how sleep impacts your ability to build muscle, lose fat, and your ability to not get as bad of cravings throughout the day, not to mention energy in the gym. The second thing that will give you the most bang for your buck is a higher protein diet. Most people who just focus on taking calories away forget about the most important macronutrient to build muscle. And not only that, it serves an additional benefit of keeping you full longer. And the third thing that works really well, gives you the most bang for your buck, is prioritizing strength training over just cardio. Now, if you can, you'll have a good combination of the two. But even someone like myself, I don't prefer traditional forms of cardio. Sometimes I'll do cycling classes because I like them, but I mostly focus on steps for my cardio because that allows me to burn more calories in a way that doesn't stress out my joints. And it's, frankly, I'm lazy. I don't like to do crazy hard workouts like that. I leave that for the weight training part of my workout. And that's what matters most to me. By prioritizing strength training and getting stronger, I'm breaking down muscle fibers and I'm rebuilding it with protein that I'm consuming. This is much more effective and beneficial than relying on circuit classes or just cardio and restriction, because this is how you give your body shape, okay? I did not build my body or my shoulders or even my chest by restricting calories for my entire lifting career. Okay. I did it by using food as fuel, and that allowed me the ability to build muscle tone. And not only that, but sustain it. Okay. I've looked this way for years. And if these methods were not sustainable, I would not have been able to do that. If you enjoyed this video, I'm really putting a lot more effort into them, so I would appreciate a thumbs up if it was helpful. If you have a question or a video topic that you would like for me to address in the next video or the video after that, comment that down below. Above on the screen, you're going to see a playlist with fat loss trainings, which is super valuable. I give away my best stuff just to help you get started, and you'll see another video that I think you should also check out too. Thanks for watching.